Okay. This is a test. This is only a test. This is a test of the microphone system, the monitor system, and for the audio going to the little camera and the video going, to the little TV and the video going to the little TV. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing. Let's see, today is October the 21st, 1993, and it is approximately 11:30 a.m. This will be for Cathy Curtis shoot over at the ITT building. This is a test. This is only a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing. This is a test. Testing 1, testing 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot that down fixed lens. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm walking behind the camera. The picture in the little monitor looks good. And let me see something. This is a test. This is still a test, and I'm trying to hear anything. Let's see. Let's turn the volume up, and I've got a lot of static. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Boy, that sounds like shit. Get in front. Okay, now we're in front, and let's get the long little audio cable, earphone cable. Ooh, I'm getting lots of feedback. I don't know why I'm getting lots of feedback. This is a test. Testing. Okay. Come on, guys. Damn it. Let's get the real long one here. Ear. Okay. Okay, this is a test. I have a buzz, probably because I am over, probably because I am over that. Let's go this way. Hi. Okay, if I don't get under a fluorescent light, I'm okay as far as the receiver is concerned. Not the transmitter, but the receiver. Okay, this is a test. This is only a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing, testing. This is the test. And right around 3 seems to be good on the receiver. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a test. Ooh. Okay, this is a test. Now I'm walking under a fluorescent. And it doesn't appear to make any damn difference. But once I move the receiver out of the way, out from under a fluorescent, it cleared up. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing, testing. Hi, 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 hi. The buzz is gone. Hello. When I get right next to this thing, it goes strange. Okay, keep the squelch down. Okay, so if I aim that little sucker back this way. Ooh, shit. Testing. I don't think it likes my satellite equipment. Testing. Let's see if I do this. Testing. Ooh. Doesn't like that either. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to walk way out here and see what it does. Let's take this off. Okay, I'm walking out here. I'm out in the hallway. This is a test. I'm going toward Barbara's area. I am now at the sink area. This is a test. This is only a test. I am at the sink area. We may be this far away. This is only a test. I have the left corner of the wall in the damn way. Okay, on my left, the camera's right. There is a wall in the way of the receiver. We shall see if this makes a difference. It may very well make a difference, but this is only a test anyway. And I'm coming back in for the end of the test. Yes, I am. This is only a test, and we're going to stop. Let's see. Stop.
I'm going to shut that door too.
On the screen. Don't touch it.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
Sort of hit it.
You're still getting a little of a flicker.
Yeah, but all right, I'm going to do that first. I'm going to go back to the black and I'm going to come back out of that. Take that.
There's some good video on the other one.
It's not fading.
Welcome to the Interactive Video Lab, the nursing lab that will provide both computer-assisted instruction and interactive video software for students here at Thomas Nelson Community College. That's all I'm going to say. How'd that look? Welcome to the Nursing Department's Advanced Technology Lab here at Thomas Nelson Community College. Okay. The hours that the lab is open are posted on the bulletin board outside the front door. And I've screwed up.
You hold your papers in like that.
Okay, that's a good idea. Okay. The hours of operation of this lab are posted on the bulletin board outside the front door. Also, when a student uses this lab, they have to sign in with the staff that Marlene, you're making me nervous. Okay. The hours of the lab are posted. Okay. The hours of the lab are posted on the bulletin board right outside the front door. And if a student uses this lab, they must sign in with the staff personnel here in this building. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about the lab. The lab is, as you will see, divided into two separate sections.
Okay. I gotta watch the camera. I'm sorry.
That's all right. All right.
I can't not watch the camera.
What do we have to do something else?
Let's do that all right. Do it all over.
Do the whole thing over again? Okay. The hours that this lab is open are posted on the bulletin board outside the front door. Students have to sign in with the personnel here located in the building to access the lab. In this lab, we have computer-assisted instruction and interactive video instruction. The students can use either one of these in this lab during the hours that are posted. Again. The hours that this lab are posted. I feel like I'm on one of those outtakes. Okay. The hours of operation of this lab are posted on the bulletin board outside the front door. To gain access to the lab, students must sign in with the building personnel. This lab houses both computer-assisted instruction and interactive video disc software. Any of these computer technologies can be used by the students here at Thomas Nelson Community College. Okay.
Is that it for that?
That's it for that.
Okay, now what else are we doing?
I want to talk about interactive video discs, so I want to be able to show this machine. Let me turn it on.
Okay, what are you going to be showing on that machine?
I'm going to be holding up a disc
And where are you going to insert that disc?
in that video disc
Why don't you get
player.
on that side with all of that and stand over there?
Okay.
And that way I can set my shot up that way.
All right.
And IBM, I thought you had Max in here.
No, no Macs. They don't make this stuff in Macs. Otherwise, I would have it. Okay.
Wait a minute, let me ask.
No.
Stand by. We don't need this. I don't think we need that. I'm going to say you told me to turn it off. Tell me to turn it off.
Turn it off.
Thank you.
Now, what is an interactive video disc? An interactive video disc looks like a CD-ROM. It's sort of a cross between a CD-ROM and a 33 RPM record. And it contains a lot of information. It contains 30 minutes worth of video and audio that allows the student to personalize and individualize the instruction. An interactive video disc technology, when you're using it in a software program, the computer pulls information from this disc, from a laser disc player, and integrates it with the computer graphics that come from the computer program. Thereby, what you end up with is videotape and computer graphics and all the advantages of a computer-assisted instruction with the advantages of live-action video. Does that sound okay? Really?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to do it again, just to have another take?
Yeah, let's have another take and you can pick the best one. Now, what is interactive video discs? This is an interactive video disc. It looks like the cross between a CD-ROM or a laser disc. Oh.
I thought when you said start over, you were going to start over the whole computer sequence.
I was. Isn't that where it started?
Oh, okay.
I thought it was.
Okay, I don't know.
That's all right. I screwed up
You
anyway.
know your thing.
Okay.
I thought you said something originally about, this is the computer setup or something.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I was talking about interactive video discs.
Okay.
Now, what is interactive video disc technology? Interactive video disc technology integrates computer programs with interactive video discs. This is an interactive video disc. It looks like a cross between a CD and a 33 RPM record. On this disc is housed 30 minutes worth of video and audio and information that the computer integrates this information with its computer-assisted instruction. So the student not only gets the benefits of the computer-assisted instruction, but also the benefits of live-action video. That looks better. I think that was better. Okay.
Next. Now what are you doing?
Now I'm going to, let's go over to the cabinet instruction in interactive video. You still getting it?
That's one thing. It's another thing. Anytime you're ready.
There's still jets. Okay. The nursing department owns 63 different computer-assisted instruction and interactive video disc titles. The interactive video discs and the computer-assisted instruction manuals are housed in this black cabinet. The discs need to be accessed by the student, and when they access the disc, they should take the manual that goes along with the disc with them to the interactive video player. The computer-assisted instruction, you don't need a disk for that. It's already loaded on the hard drive of the different machines, but you do can't.
What are you going to do right now? What are you going to show right now?
These stupid things.
All right, wait a minute. I'll just change my shot. You had your hand in there. Put your hand in
Right.
there, like you were reaching for something. Okay, and don't pull it out yet. Don't pull it out yet. Just have your hand there. You had your hand there before.
Okay.
You were looking at it. Now, what were you going to say? And you just go ahead and do it.
The computer-assisted instruction is already loaded on the hard drive, so no one needs to access any disk or anything for that.
Again, you had this dumb-looking blank look on your face.
I think we ought to start this whole thing over again.
Okay, we'll start over. Let me reset my shot. I was trying to save you. I was trying to save you.
I know.
Point it down instead of up. It
Like
helps
this?
the light. Yeah. Down a little more. There you go. And hang on, let me make sure I'm rolling. Yes, I am.
The nursing department owns 63 different titles of a combination of computer-assisted instruction and interactive video discs. What?
Jet, and plus you're shining that thing right at me. It's reflecting this light nicely.
How about if I do it like that?
That's good. Oh, Jet, God. This is near the end of the month. The last 2 weeks
Is the worst.
is the worst because they do their catch-up flight time.
Mm-hmm.
Do that down just a little bit more so it's not...
Like that. How far down are you getting me? So you can see this book. Okay. The nursing department owns 63 titles of a combination of computer-assisted instruction and interactive video discs. This software is housed in this black cabinet here in the lab. The interactive video discs, you must come to the cabinet and get the interactive video disc to be able...
Start over, because you're fumbling a lot. You're fumbling a lot.
I need to get the disc out. The nursing department owns 60... It's just because you're telling me to do this again. Because I did this fine when they were in here before. The nursing department owns 63 titles of a combination of computer-assisted instruction and interactive video discs. These are housed in this black cabinet. When the student comes to the lab, he or she has to come to this black cabinet to access the video disc. For the computer-assisted instruction, it's already loaded on the hard drive. What they'll need from the cabinet for that is just the manual that goes along with that particular computer-assisted instruction. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Was that okay? Really? Gotta look so stupid, Marlene. I gotta put that away. Okay. Now I need to tell them about the lab, about the two different areas of the lab. Now this is where you need to pan from this side to this side, because that's what I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell them the lab is divided into two sections. This side being computers that only house interactive video. And this side, I mean, that only has computer-assisted instruction. And this side, that houses, that is loaded with the interactive video disc software. This one would do. What?
No, not you. Come on, camera, get in here, camera, you little son of a gun.
Quick, before the jets come back.
Where is this guy? Nothing. Hello. Say something.
Hello.
Oh, there you. Wow.
Quiet.
I mean, all the other noise that was in the background was gone. It's coming back.
Maybe the wall, being close to the wall, has something to do with it.
This,
Or maybe this, being this.
that's not turned on. Oh, that works. Come back here. I don't know, there's something funky in this building. I hate this for this kind of holiday.
They're gonna get, did Tom tell you about taping some at the open house
What open house?
on the 3rd of November?
No?
Hmm, well,
What's new?
there'll be an open house the 3rd of November. Okay, ready?
Hang on. Am I still rolling? Son of a gun, I'm still rolling.
All that time?
All that time I was rolling. Okay, you're gonna go from there.
I want to just walk over here
Yeah,
and
that's
show them
fine.
this,
Here's
and
this.
then walk over here and show them this section,
Sure.
okay?
Zoom in all the way in one place.
What?
Focus in on your eyes.
Oh, don't do that,
Why?
because you have yucky eyes.
I'm still rolling. Hold on. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the red light is
Anytime
on.
you-
Is that red light up there at the Sony mean you're on?
When the red light's on.
The red light is
I
on.
never get in front of that thing, I never noticed that. Okay, anytime you're ready.
Okay. As you'll see, the lab is divided into two areas. This area over here is the computer-assisted instruction area because these three computers have the computer-assisted instruction software loaded on them. They don't have Laserdisc players, so they cannot play the interactive video disc for the interactive video disc software. And this side of the lab is the interactive video side. Each one of these machines has a Laserdisc player with them so that you can play the interactive video disc software. All right. Now I'm going to talk about the individual machines.
Like what?
Like these two guys. This is Jack and this is Jill. Now,
Face is really washed.
cut that off. You can tell them I told you to. Is that better?
Yeah, it is better.
Good.
Anytime you're ready.
All of the computers in the lab are turned on by a one-button switch. This one button that's all the computers.
Cycle, cycle, cycle. Off, off, off. Anytime you're ready.
All the computers in the lab are turned on by a one-button switch. The components of all the computers are plugged in to a surge protector. So when you come in the lab, you only have to turn on one switch to turn on all the components of the different systems. If you've turned on more than one switch when you come to use the equipment, you've turned on the wrong thing. Here's the one-button switch, and watch what happens when you turn it on. Now each one, you're not doing this anymore. You could do it on this one if you want to. Would that be a better focus for you?
Yeah. Let me zoom in on it first. Where is that? That's what it is. My camera. What I'm going to do is start on height on the machine, on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to zoom out to include you and the monitor and the keyboard.
Okay, that's fine.
So anytime you want to start, be my guest.
Okay. All of the machines in the lab are also an AMS menu system is also loaded on all the machines in the lab. This AMS menu system has a list of the different software that we own here at Thomas Nelson. To the right, you will have a description of the particular software that has been highlighted by this blue bar. The menu is in alphabetical order. To access the different areas, you use the up and down arrow keys. As I use the down arrow key, the blue bar goes to a different computer software, and the description on the right-hand side of the screen changes.
Stop. Now go through that sequence again.
About the way to access the different software. The way to access the different software that is contained in this menu system is to use the arrow keys, the up and down arrow keys, to move this blue bar down the menu screen. The arrow keys move the blue bar down one place or up one place. To move the arrow bar all the way down a full page, you use the page down key, which is located above the arrow keys. This one goes from 1 to 10. When I use the page down key, my next screen starts with 11. Since it's in alphabetical order, if you know the interactive video disc or the computer-assisted software that you want to use, you can page down or page up, arrow down, arrow up to find the exact software package that you want to see. It's good to go ahead and look through and do some window shopping on this menu because, like I said, as you go through, it will give you a description of the different interactive video disc or the different computer-assisted instruction. At the top of the description, it will either say, may use any system, or for an interactive video disc, it will say, must use IVD system. The computer-assisted instruction software is loaded on all the machines. The interactive video software, you need to use an interactive video disc system to run it, and that's why it says that at the top of the description screen. That's it for this.
What else?
Now I got to tell you about the different machines. Jeez, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be easy.
You're just going to be standing?
Well, I'm going to go. Can I go between these two?
No, you just give us that.
Scratching where this thing is.
Oh, is that what that?
I know,
just
I
thought
touched
had a
it.
new noise,
No, I
that's all.
touched it.
Oh.
Can I say something like, let me tell you a little bit about the individual machines?
Sure. Stand back.
Tell me.
Oh, roll my whole. I wonder how much paper I've used.
You're on now. Let me tell you a little bit about the individual machines. This is Jack and this is Jill. They're my older IBM machines. They've got a slight memory problem just because they're a little bit older. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to start that over again.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Let me tell you a little bit about the individual machines. Some of the machines have speakers that will allow a number of people to use the machines at one time. Jack and Jill have speakers. Some of the other machines have headphones. We have headphone sharing devices that will allow 4 people to use headphones at a particular machine at one time. These other 2 machines have headphones. And 4 headphones are plugged in to each of the machines, so 4 students can use these machines at one time. This is Bonnie. This is Clyde. All right, so this is Clyde and this is Bonnie. Give me a break. Should I do that again? You're filming.
You'd have to do all the whole sequence over again.
Great.
You want to do the whole sequence?
I hope we don't run out of film. Yeah. Let me tell you a little bit about the individual machines. These 4 machines on this side of the room are all touchscreen machines. You make your choices not by using the keyboard, but by actually touching the screen. There are also some differences as far as how you hear the audio that comes from the machines. These 2 machines, Jack and Jill, they have speakers so that any number of people, any number of students can be in front of the machine and hear what the machine is saying. If you want some privacy with these machines, you can plug in one headphone set so that you can listen to specific sounds. If the headphone set is plugged in, you hear the audio through the headphone. If the headphone set is not plugged in, you hear the audio through speakers. These machines do not have speakers, but they do have headphone sharing devices that will allow 4 separate students, all using headphones, to listen to the audio for these 2 machines. Is that all right?
Sure, except you forgot to say Bonnie and Clyde.
Did I say Jack and Jill?
I'm rolling.
Yes, you are.
I like a 5-minute little backup.
Ready?
Yeah.
This machine has been set up to be a presentation machine. It's on a movable cart, and there are some differences in this machine and the rest of the interactive video machines in the lab. First of all, it's not a touch screen machine. You have to use a mouse to work the screen choices for this machine.
What else are you going to say?
I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to start again when I screw up. Don't you think that'd be the best thing to do?
Well, unless we get way far into it, and then when I can always go for, closer
Part of it.
or something.
Okay. This machine is a little different than the other machines for interactive video discs in the lab. This is not a touchscreen machine. This has been set up as a presentation machine, and to do presentations we have to use a mouse instead of the touchscreen technology. So to choose your choices from the Shut up, Marlene. I saw you laugh at me.
Sorry.
I saw you.
To tweeze your
To
ears.
Okay, come on. This screen, this screen.
I'm going to have a ball
I
when
know,
do
when
one of
you-
these short takes.
Oh, seriously. This interactive video system is different than the other systems in the lab. It is not a touch screen. A mouse is used to make your choices from the screen. It is set up this way because it is a presentation system that can be rolled into the classroom and used for a whole group of students. The other thing about this machine that is different is that you have a choice of either a speaker or a 4 headphone sharing device. When a speaker is used, the volume on the speaker is turned up as what?
I'm going to come up to you.
When a speaker is used?
And go.
When a speaker needs to be used in a classroom setting, the volume on the speakers are turned up as high as they will go. When the students want to use the headphones for the 4 headphones in front of the machine, you have to turn the volume all the way down, and the audio will still be picked up by the 4 headphones for this machine.
That's it?
That's it for that. Because that's a different machine. It's not the touch screen. I do want to talk to him. Now on that one, Jeannie, when you're finished, it's not going to go back to the full menu. You just cut it off. See here? See?
I did?
No. Usually it goes back to that AMS menu, and that's when you cut it off.
Uh-huh.
But this one won't do that.
Breath and let it out.
What?
This automatic thing is on. Okay, now I'll do it again.
Okay?
Okay. I
Now,
still had breath.
then this one.
Oh, that one too. Okay. Looks different. That's more than enough.
Okay, good.
Can I walk up?
Yeah, but let me find your infection control area Friday afternoon. But listen, call and complain about it.
To whom?
To Center for Business, you know, the place that you call to send your money to. Call and say you need some more hours in the daytime. I'm all for that. I want them to open up more hours. And if we don't get you guys to call, we'll never get them.
Yeah, 'cause
It's basically Wednesday and Thursday
you
and then
told
Friday
me-
afternoon.
you told me here, this is wrong.
That's not right. I pitched a fit when they said they were going to take these
They're
two
closing
off.
at 8?
No, they're closing at 10. It's
Oh, are
just
they?
this way. Yes, trust me. I
Today?
found it.
Because I'm coming back. 'Cause
Yes.
Earl's
Mhm.
in Washington D.C. and so I tried to do it last night. And he says, no, I'm only open till 8. And I thought, oh.
No, 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 no,
I've
no.
driven an
No.
hour round trip to
Give them a call before you leave anyway, just to make absolutely sure. I will check with them before I leave, but it's supposed to be open till 10 tonight. Yes, that was not my doing.
Except Friday.
Right. Friday is the afternoon that they don't have it scheduled.
But still, I'll call because.
Yeah,
normally
call
I
just to
wouldn't
make
come at
sure.
night 'cause of
Right.
my husband, but he's gone.
Right, so call. I would do that. Okay.
Bye-bye. Okay, come on. She didn't do anything else. She was pushing things, so, the screen was changing when she was pushing, so I could add
Good, 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 good. You can add that in.
Now, what are we doing now?
In fact, I want to do this over here.
Let it run, Okay, anytime you're ready.
When the student comes into the lab, they access the laser disc that they want out of the black cabinet. The next thing they're going to need to do is they're going to need to find this laser disc title on the AMS menu using the arrow keys and the page up and page down buttons. This is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So I'm going to look under C and find that on the AMS menu. The next thing the student needs to do is load the Laserdisc machine with the Laserdisc. To open the Laserdisc machine, there's a one-button push. The drawer is opened and you can load the disc. It's very important to load the disc correctly, and each disc will give you individual instructions on how to load that disc into the machine. This one says, place this side up. Others will say, place this side down, whatever. Just follow the directions that are on the labels of the interactive video discs. You place the disc into the Laserdisc player and push the close button. Now, once the Laserdisc player is loaded and you have the software that you're running highlighted on the AMS menu, all you have to do to make the program work for you is touch the enter button.
Don't go going I want you to put your finger where the enter button was.
You need a close up? Okay.
Now what are you doing?
Well, that starts the machine. I mean, that's going to start the machine.
You touch the screen.
Yeah, but I don't want to show that because it had scrambled stuff on it. I don't want them to see that part.
Okay. So now what do you want to do?
I want to tell them, just start filming me.
Okay.
And it'll be booting up behind me. If the Laserdisc is not loaded properly into the Laserdisc player prior to pushing the enter button, the software will look to the Laserdisc player to find the video and will not be able to. And it will tell you that it can't work. There will be an error message on the screen and nothing will happen. Since the disc was loaded prior to pushing the enter button, the interactive video disc boots up the program and the program begins. This says touch the screen to begin, and that's what I'll do. With your interactive video programs, there will usually be an introduction area or a directions area. This introduction and direction area you should do first. That will give you the individual controls on this particular software. Interactive video disc software has been created by a lot of different people using a lot of different systems. Each individual software package will have different
All right, wait a minute. All right, I'll go to the screen now. Are you going to touch something in a minute?
in a minute.
Okay.
I'll say that each individual,
Each individual packet or whatever.
right.
Okay. Okay.
You want to wait a minute?
Yeah.
Each individual software package uses different keystrokes. No, they don't.
Go ahead, 'cause
That's the whole point. Is
I know.
I'm
Each individual software package uses different areas of the screen to move you around in the program. So each individual package should be, never mind, I'm not going to say that. I hate this. I can't do this anymore. I'm going crazy. Huh? Right. The directions for each individual package will be different. When a student comes in to do an interactive video disc, they should make themselves aware of the specific directions for each interactive video disc program. You can do that by doing the introduction. You can also do that by looking through the manual that goes along with the interactive video disc program. I have the manual. Crap.
Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
Now, if an interactive video disc program also provides you with a glossary or a library, it is good to go ahead and listen to the information that is housed in the library prior to starting the program. Right now, I'll touch this library button. And this is the library menu of information about chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Everything from assessment of the chest to normal laboratory values. And prior to working this program and working through this program, you should access this menu and get the information that it provides for you. This is an example of touchscreen technology. As you touch the buttons on the screen, a color change will occur and information will be provided. If you get a bad beep sound or the color does not change, you have not touched the area in the appropriate space, and just try it again. When you're doing group work in front of an interactive video machine, it is important to set some parameters. First of all,
Wait a minute. When you were doing group whatever,
yeah,
that's where I want you to start.
all right, I'm going to sit down then. Can I sit down?
Yeah. Not that certain. You're going to be looking at me or at the screen?
I'm going to be looking at you and at the screen, sort of back and forth. Is that all right? There are some considerations when group work is done in front of an interactive video touchscreen monitor. When more than one person is working at the screen, one person needs to be assigned to make the touches. Shoot. I should have written, this is why, what's his name, says you ought to have a script. Okay. There are some consideration when group work is done using interactive video disc technology. When there are a group of students in front of the machine, you have to make a decision on who will make the choices using touches on the screen. That person needs to sit directly in front of the equipment, directly in front of the screen. They will make the individual touches,
Welcome to the American Journal of Nursing.
and the program will continue from there. Now that person has to be aware that everyone doesn't read at the same pace. So when 2 or 3 people are using the same machine, you have to make sure that the person has finished reading the screen before you can continue with your touch responses. The best way to use a touch screen versus using your finger is using an unsharpened pencil. An unsharpened pencil allows, using the eraser of an unsharpened pencil, allows you to make your choices very specifically.
Stop.
What?
Using the eraser of an unsharpened pencil.
You got an unsharpened pencil.
Here's one. Right there.
There's an unsharpened pencil back there? Okay.
Hey, be careful.
This is really starting to sound stupid. Ready? Where do I start?
Using the eraser of an unsharpened pencil.
All right. The best way to do screen touches is by using the eraser of an unsharpened pencil. The eraser will allow you to be very specific with your touches, and since it is unsharpened, it is safer than maybe bouncing back and having a sharpened pencil hurt your eye.
Welcome to the American Journal of Nursing Company's program. And the nursing
Should I do the stuff about reading, Marlene? Or was that okay?
It is open to apply the knowledge you already have in this program. No, I think that was okay. And the need to expand on that knowledge. You can work through this program at your
I don't remember what all else I need to tell them now. What else haven't I said? What else haven't I said?
Is something going to be working on
No, I'm not going to even put that on there because I'm not sure what's going to be. When you have completed, what? What? Oh, gee, it usually is. Oh, well, let me get to the exit part. Film me doing this first so that I can show touching the exit. Oh, great. When you have completed your interactive video program, it is important that you open up your Laserdisc player and remove your Laserdisc. By a one-touch on the open-close button, the drawer of the Laserdisc player will open and you can access your Laserdisc. This drawer can be closed again by another one-touch. There are 2 Laserdisc players in the lab that require a 2-touch. What happens with a Laserdisc player is the laser is spinning, the Laserdisc is spinning. When you touch it the first time, it will stop that spinning. And then these older machines will actually automatically eject the drawer. There'll be a time lag between the first touch and when the drawer actually opens. On the 2 Pioneer machines, the 2 darker machines located in the lab, they require actually a 2-touch. One touch to stop the Laserdisc and another touch to open the drawer. If you're trying to open this Laserdisc drawer and it doesn't open on the first touch, just make sure you touch it again. This Laserdisc system is an older IBM system. It has a few memory problems. Some of the interactive video disc programs, when played on this machine, will give you some snow in between screens, some sort of pink and blue snow. You don't miss anything in the program. It can just be a little annoying. But you don't miss anything. It doesn't hurt the program. But that you may get a little snow with both Jack and Jill, my IBM machines. The other thing about the 2 IBM machines in the lab is that they can't hold a lot of information in memory for any length of time. So if you're doing one Laserdisc and you decide that you want to spend more time in the lab and see another Laserdisc, what you have to do in between is shut the machine off. You can shut the machine off at any time the screen is on the AMS menu. When you exit your programs, you will always come back to the AMS menu. And this is when you can safely turn your machine off. In the 2 older machines, if you want to see a second disc, just cut the machine off, go over to the black cabinet, find your disc, come back and start your program over again, and everything will be fine. The newer machines, Clyde and Bonnie over here, you don't need to do that. They have plenty of memory and they can show one Laserdisc program right after another. How's that sound? That was long.
Cathy, do you want to close it up now? You have to conclude.
Huh? No, they really should be
Because
separate.
it wasn't
I
so
know.
good that you wanted.
No, I don't want it to be.
Can I go home now?
Yes, you can scoot out really quick. Is there anything else, Michelle, that I didn't tell him that you can think of that I... Good. It's going to be hot as Hades in here before too long. All right, ready? It didn't. Or maybe it was still booting up.
That black strip for a second.
What?
Oh, okay. No, it didn't do anything. Okay. I just thought maybe touching it.
No, it was
But
probably...
I saw it won't go blank, yeah.
It was on and then went blank?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well. Okay.
Back up. Back up some more. Over that strip. Whoa. Because that way you don't have that lamp in the center of your head now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're still filming, you know.
Okay.
Okay. Research studies have shown that interactive video technology and computer-assisted instruction has been very beneficial to student learning. Not only do you see and hear and touch and use all of your senses to gain knowledge through these technologies, you also are doing it in a private environment where you can make as many mistakes as you want to and no one's looking over your shoulder. You get immediate feedback on your answers. In fact, sometimes it's good to pick the wrong answer just to see why it was wrong. So I'm hoping that you will use this interactive video lab and technology lab to access as much information as you can about nursing. And I screwed up.
You sure did. Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
Try it again.
The whole thing?
Yep.
How about if we show this? Go to where I was and then show this, and I'll have the video and the audio in the background. Huh? Good idea? Then I don't have to do the first part.
Well, we get you out of the way.
Can you get just on that?
That's what I'm gonna try to do. Part of it.
Just cut me and then at a sentence and start off the audio.
I'm still rolling. Hurry up because we're getting out of film here for some reason. All right, go ahead.
What do you mean go ahead?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
I was. The use of interactive video technology and computer-assisted instruction allows the student to work in a private environment where all of their choices are done at their own pace. If you are a very fast learner, you can learn how to do this very quickly. You can move through the programs at a fast pace. If you learn a little on the slower side, you can go over one particular area of a program 4 and 5 times and repeat things as many times as you need to really learn the information. So hopefully technology will assist you in your nursing education as you use the technology lab here at the nursing department at Thomas Nelson Community College. For instructors to use interactive video programs for a larger group of students, what you can do is use an LCD panel and project the screen on the wall. First of all, you get the LCD panel, you plug it in behind this column. You move your LCD panel over to the computer that is on the roller cart. The cable that comes from the monitor, you follow the cable from the monitor down to the computer and unplug it, this cable. The cable that comes from the LCD panel,
Hold it.
I'm sorry. What you have to do is disconnect one cable and connect another. The cable comes from the back of the monitor. You follow it through and unplug it from the computer. Now the next cable comes from the LCD panel, the overhead panel, and it plugs into the same identical space. Now the cable that came from the monitor is plugged into the LCD panel where it says optional monitor. This allows for the computer software to be on the monitor of the computer and to be on the LCD panel to project onto the wall. That's all that you need to do. When you finish, that's exactly what you do again, is you reverse it. You take the cable out of the LCD panel and switch it with the cable you had plugged into the computer. Put the cable back with the LCD panel and roll it back behind the column and unplug it. That's all. Is that okay?